package arrived, so let's check it out. Alright, so today we're gonna review the chameleon markers and see if they actually are better than Copic markers. But first, let's do the inking. So before I start coloring the drawing with chameleon markers, let's just quickly run through why these markers are so special. These alcohol-based markers are designed to make extremely smooth gradations in color that are pretty much impossible to achieve with Copics. But we'll talk about the comparison later in the video. There are two kinds of gradations you can achieve with these markers. One is from transparent to color, and the other one is from one color to another color. The last one is what I'll be using in this drawing. So let's just jump into it. think it's time to finally review these markers. As you've seen in the video, these markers are extremely good at blending colors and making smooth gradations. So let's start with that. Chameleon markers can achieve things that Copic cannot achieve. The gradations you can make with these markers are incredible. They are so extremely smooth, it even looks kinda digital. Now, the downside of this is that your drawing process will take way longer with Chameleon markers than with Copic markers, because you have to put the marker in the mixing chamber for about 10 seconds every single time you want to make a smooth transition. This doodle took me about 6 hours just to color it, while with Copics it takes about 3 hours. Because of the way the blending works, you have the tendency of making slow strokes on the page to make it even smoother. But the downside of that is that the page soaks in a lot of ink, which makes the ink bleed. But the marker set comes with a colorless blender, which is perfect for getting rid of the bleed. Alright, so let's compare some features of the Chameleon markers with the Copic markers. So firstly, from what I've seen in the one drawing I did, I felt like the Chameleon markers gave a more vibrant and a more contrasted color than the Copic markers. So while using it, I realized that the color on the cap was actually way off of the actual color that comes out of the marker. So what I had to do was always try out beforehand on some scrap paper to see if it actually is the color that I want. The packaging of the Chameleon markers is insane. It really felt like opening an Apple product. It felt so professional. While the packaging of the Copic markers is okay, I feel like they can learn a lot from Chameleon markers. So let's quickly mention that Chameleon markers are also expensive markers, but definitely not as expensive as Copics. And also keep in mind that from one Copic marker you only get one tone of the color, while from one Chameleon marker you get a wide variety of tones from one marker. Both Copic and Chameleon have a second nib, while Copic has a chisel nib, Chameleon has a bullet nib, but they are both very useless. So the Chameleon markers get a solid 8 out of 10. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Weekly videos are back, baby.